Welcome back, everybody, and we've got another day of absolute pleasure, confusion, and chaos, and pretty paint. Okay, I've been giving thought a lot to uh, what I'm going to do about um, mining and um, I am sort of between a rock and a hard place because I'm not quite sure how I want to do it all. Um, there's a number of ways I could probably just make a mining ship, especially for the ice, because I'm going to end up going through a lot of ice. And what have I done here? No, I don't want. I want that. But not there. Okay, so how do I... corner, double corner light? That'd be one way of doing it, I suppose. What's that? Interior light? No. Inset light. Double corner light. Could I use that? Probably. It'd give me more light there, wouldn't it? That's really all I need. Yes, so and where else do I need some light? Up there? Okay. Let's put one where? Up on top of that, because that's black. And that would probably look more beautiful. So I've been having a look at a few things, and yeah, that should be enough lights here for now. That lights most of that up. Okay. So I could just make a drilling ship. That's the simplest way. And just ferry it backwards and forwards. The other thing I know, because I've seen He Who Shall Not Be Named actually build a static drill unit. Now, ice is going to be the big thing. The other minerals I'm not particularly worried about. I will make a drilling ship, but hopefully of a design that I can use to, well, sort of um, uh, use for metals and stuff, you know, for the ores and what have you. Save me doing the hard work all the time. Um, and go over to the ice lake and make a static drill. So a bit, you know, basically fairly simple. Just a power supply, a large container, and a drill. And then all I'll need to do is, when the container's full, is run over there whenever I need it, fill it up, check everything, and if I have to add to the drill or change its location or something, then I can do that as well. And that would save me having to be there drilling. I'll just set the drill with a single piston and perhaps a triple drill head and just let it slowly go until it fills up the container. And then periodically go over, clear it out, perhaps change its position or add bits and pieces as I go. That's probably the easiest way for me to do it, because then I can come back and concentrate on building a drill machine that can go out and actually look for ore and track it all down. Now, the other thing that was mentioned to me by somebody who is a lot wiser than me did mention that I've got a bad habit of carrying way too much junk with me, which, you know, well, probably. So let's go and empty some of this out. And what have we got here? That can go there. Okay, so I've got to go over here anyway. Take a bite of that. Put that back in there. Now, but over here, let's fill this up while we're here. But we don't really need that many, do we? According to him. So I'll just take 2 of them. Leave 3 there. That's that. And we go over to our gizmo place. Unload that, so we don't need that. We don't need that. That leaves me with the basics. My rifle and ammo, my 3 tools, a bit of food, and my H2. And that's all I should need. Everything else is topped up. So, hopefully that will get me everything I need to know. And I'll grab this because it's fun. Well, that's no surprise, is it? Okay. Shall zap off back home again. Okay, so, oh damn it, now we've got to wait for daylight again. So what do I need for making this platform? Well, obviously, I'm going to need blocks. So that is going to be a considerable amount of steel plate. Okay, we don't want that connected to there, do we? So let's just leave that behind a bit. Just go a little bit. That's all right. That's just me playing around. Because I'm trying to make it easier for myself. There we are. Just like that. Now, okay. We're going to need a lot of that. Will that be enough? Probably not. Okay. We are going to need... cargo container. Do we really need a large one? Because that's 1 million. We don't really need that. We don't really need a... Huh. That's going to be... That's going to carry virtually nothing. That's a bit ridiculous. Okay. Why isn't there an in-between size? Not available. I see. So we've either got small or we've got large. Well, that's bloody helpful. I suppose we just shove a bloody large one in there and be done with it. We need interior plate, construction comps, computers, displays, motors, small steel tube. Jesus, what don't we need? Well, whatever we're going to need a lot of it. So we're going to need construction comps. Going to need interior plate. Didn't know I still had ice in there. How does I still have ice in there? Okay. Let's go back to here. So we're going to need those. Probably need some of those. I don't know, but let's wait and see. And we're going to need some of those. And we'll probably need some of those. And well, probably bulletproof glass won't need that. Probably need some of those. What else? Power cells, no. Cobalt. Large steel tubes, yeah, we'll probably need some. I don't know if we will or not, but better safe than sorry. Detector comps, space credits, a display. Let's take 10 of those. Anything else I can think of? Whatever it is. Radio competent, needs steel tubes. Oh, I've still got some magnesium in there. Oh, thanks for that. Okay. Power kits, cobalt, silicon, power cells. Do I need anything else? Um, $159. Why don't I get some more? See if there's some more steel plates here somewhere. These are have too much than too little, I always say. Okay. So we should have all that. And all we've got to do now is... Okay, let me just check that. 74%, 100%. That should be enough to be able to build that. Now, what am I going to need for drills? Steel plate. Lots of steel plate. That's all I need for it. Okay. Now, do I need... That gets that, that gets that, that gets that. Will I... If I just have it fitted directly. So, do I need a rotor? Do I want to turn it or do I want to just go straight ahead? If I want to go straight ahead, I could actually... The base doesn't have to be tall. If I want to go straight ahead, I could probably do without a rotor and just go straight to the hinge. And the hinge, steel plate, computers, motor, large steel construction, and steel plate. I have all those. Construction comps are the ones I might be a little bit light on. Let's have a look. No, I've taken them all anyway. Okay, I've either got enough or I haven't. So what I'm going to need now is just this, because I'll need power. So I will have container, drill. Oh, and I'm going to need, what is that? Oh. Conveyor junctions. Conveyor junction, tier plate construction, motor, small steel tubes, construction pumps, and interior plate. Okay. Well, I can do as much as I can. It's the construction comps that are going to be the one that's a little bit dicey. Let's just add those just in case. I've got a funny feeling I might need those. Alright, so let's head to the ice and have a look and see how I'm going to try and do this. If I haven't got enough stuff, well, I haven't got enough stuff. And that's all there is to it. Oh, we're looking the wrong bloody way, aren't we? That's why things are a little bit strange. We may even get some daylight before we actually get there. I was going to bring the rover, but I'll have a look first because it's 10 kilometers and I don't see the point in driving for yonks when I could zap over there in a ship in half the time. Now, just for the amusement's sake, I probably will bring the rover when I come next time to actually clear it out, because I want to look for some vegetables, because I need vegetables badly if I'm going to take full advantage of the garden, which is another thing I may be able to increase. Okay, the ice lake. Now the thing is, where do I want to set up? Do I want to just put it anywhere, or do I want to set up somewhere where it can be an advantage? Not that there's much advantage. Okay. Oh shit. Again. Going too fast. Not stopping quick enough. And not even getting anywhere near where I want to be. Okay, so this is where I did my initial gathering. And I've got a feeling that there is ores and stuff over there. And that's basically why they are there. So that they get damaged before I do. Okay, nothing else hurt there. Okay, so now we're going to make just a small base. That's all you have to do. Nothing fancy, nothing brilliant, nothing that would even remotely want to make you do something stupid. So let's, where do you want it? Oh, wherever we're standing, I suppose. Truth be known. Okay. I don't want it black. Let's do something stupid. Let's have a red one just for the sheer hell of the fact that I like red. I don't really want it that high. Okay. One, two, three, four. Five, 6, 7, 8. 9. Come down 1. I don't think I'll need more than 1, but I'll just make it while I'm up here. I'll do what's got to be done. No, interior plate. Okay. we've got some power. We don't need a lot. So then we need a drill set. And for the drill, we are going to need conveyors because I want to move the drill out as we go. Now, from conveyors, I need a container as well. So how far do I want to go with the bloody container? That's the thing. Do I want a giant one? And the answer is probably not. So first off, we need a conveyor. Oh, that's right. We've got to get all the thingamajiggamies first, don't we? Okay, so we're going to put a conveyor down. Do I want a blue conveyor? I want something pretty. Okay. Yeah, we'll stay with bright red. Because I like bright red, makes things go faster. From the conveyor, we will then go out here just a little touch. Might be a bit more than I want, but we shall see. Okay. Yeah. It's not going to work that way, is it? Not what I was actually looking for. It'd work that way. Yeah, okay, okay. Change plans just a little bit. So there. Okay. We go to there. Now, how do I want to do this? I really should just see if I can put a piston there. Where are my pistons? What did I do with the pistons? Did I put them away again? Sometimes, sunshine, you shouldn't get out of bed. Piston. Then rotor. We actually want it to go that way. And from there, we should have our drill. Okay, so I've got something's wrong here. What have I done wrong? Those are small axes, those are large axes. So do I have to put the plate in that so maybe that's the wrong size for that one. Okay, so do we have to put a special plate in for the size of the other stuff? Okay, that piston's right. Now, here we are, back to the same old question. See, you shouldn't have thrown all that shit out. Because now you need it all again. Okay, so that's not it. That's it, converter. But that doesn't fit on there, so if that doesn't fit on there, that's got to fit on there, which means the drill would have to be a different drill, wouldn't it? Or piston would have to be the different size piston. So in pistons, see, I don't. This is not good because things are not lining up, except, hang on a minute, everything did before. So what is different now from what I was doing before on the horizontal? Bloody nothing. So really, this should all just stack together. That this goes on there. Right? And the drill should go on there. Right? Like that. So what the hell was I doing? Pissing around? Okay. And okay, for the moment, I'll add the other two after because I want to put 3 in. So, let's start doing the impossible and getting shit done. Until now I've got no interior plate left. Okay. Alright, so interior plate seems to be the one. I've got everything else, but not the interior plate. Okay. Steel plate and interior plate. Yeah, steel plate and interior plate. Everything else we seem to have enough of. So, okay, so we've got a conveyor there. From the conveyor, reinforced curved tube, mouse conveyor tube. I suppose I could just put two of them there, eh? Because they don't carry enough on their own. Alright, it's back to Daddy and see what we can come up with. But first of all, let's make sure we can find our way out back here. Okay, view from current position, and this is okay, and yes, we'll keep that in red as well. And this one we can delete because now we've got the isolate drill site. Oh, didn't we do well? We actually got this far without killing ourselves. Okay, lads. Let's zap off and go home and get some more goodies. because who knows what we're going to do to ourselves in the next episode or 6. And the only thing we need to do is complete all that stuff. Have I got enough of the others? Probably. So it's mainly steel plate and interior plate. Let's hope that's all we actually need. Whoops. And we are down. Safety at home. Okay, so what we're gonna need. Yeah, well, that could have been cut short. Okay, now we need that. Okay, and we need steel plate. What do I need for... I need a lot of steel tubes. And I don't have that many steel tubes. I have 6. I'd rather have too much than not enough, because having too much is far better than not having enough. Okay, let's go put these down here and go back and see if I can get at least something done before my whole day is a failure. I don't need food, everything's healthy. And let's go back to our new drill site. It will actually be quite a nice drive for the... We come up through here. Oh, it's the hard way, it's just go around the back, go across that way straight up to the hills. There's a few gullies on the way which could make things bouncy and tip over and wreck itself. But there are ways through. Okay, so it's not too bad there. We could get through there without killing ourselves. Most of it's a fairly straight run. I just have to be a little bit observant. Come over this hill, we're going to have to keep to the left because of all those bumpy bits on the right hand side there. But yeah, this will be an interesting first real test drive for the rover. And we're just about back at the lake, and let's see if we can get all of this finished so that I can try and set it up for operation. Because you know what I'm like when it comes to setting things up for operation. Mainly because I don't know what operation actually means. You know, is it stumble forward and hope for the best? Or is it be brave and do everything they told you not to? Okay. Huh. Do I have to reset it all, do I? Large steel tubes. Don't you dare tell me. Oh, that's bloody girders, not steel tubes, you dumbass. How totally stupid can you be? Alright. God, sometimes I'm sure there is someone sitting out there that is purposely directing me in the wrong direction. Right? Now, I know they wouldn't do it on purpose. Right? Because nobody would do that to me. Okay, so what do I need here? Here, I've got to be able to pick it up. So, in theory, I need that. But if I'm going to pick it up with the rover, that's not going to be very applicable, is it? God, it's always something else, isn't it? Always. Oh, no, we don't want that one. We want that one. No, we don't want that one. We want this one. So I'm glad you were not all trying to confuse me by making things totally unrealistic and unbelievable. Okay. So if that's there, I come over with the truck to pick it all up. That's going to be way out of line, isn't it? And if I put those in, the other thing is, well, instead of coming over with the truck to pick it up, I just come over with the jet because that's got the same carrying capacity. Let's see what we can get out of here. Huh. I suppose in a way I could have been a lot easier and just bought a constructor here to do all the bits that I wanted. Okay, it's motors. Alright. Can I get any of this out? Let's start with this again. We'll see what we can get out and how much we can do, and if we can't do any of it, no, lack of motors again. Okay, it is what it is. We can't do anything until such stage as, yep, always motors. So, back we go. To the loft, to the wobbly yonder. We might get this actually finished sometime in the next 20 or 30 years. Who knows? But it's an adventure in itself, isn't it? And once we've done all that, all we've got to do is start mining. And once we start mining, all we've got to do is actually get it to work. And that in itself will be interesting. So we've got a fairly reasonable run straight to there, if we're just careful here. Going across the desert. We can just come round up over the left there on the grass, then cross the desert to that corner, and then stay to the left of that ridge. And that should give us a reasonably straight run all the way through. Or I could just come straight down the back through that and come up that way. Although that is a little bit sus at times. I don't know why I always get that bit wrong, but still, it's always back the front, isn't it? I'll get it right one day, I just don't know when. Okay, so what we've got to do is we need large pipes, not bloody girders, you idiot. Large steel tubes. Not girders. Oh shit, I didn't check and see how much, how many of them I needed. Steel plate. Motors, that was the other thing, wasn't it? A shitload of motors. I don't see any there. Is there production? Even when you've got too much, you still don't have enough. How many large tubes do I have? 36. And okay, so what did I need them for? Large tubes. Displays. Large steel tubes, 12. But also I think I needed them for something else as well. 6, another 10 there, that's 22. And the another 5 is 27, so I still probably need some more large steel tubes. Okay. hopefully there'll be enough to get everything done. Alright, let's just top that up because I can. Food, yeah, well, I've got plenty. Might as well top that up. Let's get back because I'm going to run out of time for this episode again. And I want to at least get something done for the day. I just, not knowing how much things take and how to build them, so this does sort of waste a bit of time that I perhaps shouldn't be wasting. But, well, you ever feel that, yes, I wanted to be an engineer. But I think I made the wrong choice. Perhaps I should have stayed playing Roblox. I mean, at least that way, all the 10-year-olds can keep killing me. Oh dear, we're way over time, and a certain electrical mechanical device on my desk is saying I've had a guts full of this, I want to shut down again. So I'm going to push it as far as I can to get this done. But if there's a sudden stoppage, you'll know that certain pieces of mechanical equipment do not agree to work as they should. And I do not accept the excuse that the damn thing's nearly as old as me. That's no excuse at all. I mean, if I was only meant to last for 5 minutes, or 6 or 7 years or whatever, then I would have been gone a long time ago. I can never get, sorry about the jerky movements, but I just can never seem to get the depth perspective right on this. I always seem to be seem to get it all wrong. Alright, so what are we going to try doing? Okay, oh, the drill's finished. Fancy that. Oh, that's finished. Now, I know what you're up to, because you're trying to play silly buggers, eh? Because you think I've forgotten about you. You thought, he'll forget to do it, and he won't complete it properly, so it won't work. Yeah, well, I've been caught that way 15 times already. I do not plan to let it happen again. And just check and make sure that that's all done. That's all done. Those are all connected. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. What do you mean? What are we missing? Everything? So everything we just did ended up with not having the stuff we needed again. So what are we... Bloody computers. Oh, I swear, somebody out there is trying to get me. Okay. So we have one anyway. Now, the fact is... Cargo terminal incomplete. Cargo terminal incomplete. Okay. The drill is going to go flat tag anyway, so that's, I don't have to touch it. The hinge. Now the hinge is we have to have the speed of what it's going to operate at. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. That's not good. Maybe you should turn these things off before you start doing shit that you don't know anything about. Okay. The thing is, that's probably just about where I want it set anyway. So the hinge. And right, the lower limit is 90. No. The lower limit upper limit should be 0.0 because that's in the middle. The lower limit should be minus 5.0 because that's all I want. Okay. The piston is going to move at maximum distance 10 meters, velocity 0.01. Okay. So it moves forward slowly. All right. Now, what if I did something totally stupid?
Inventory full.
Yeah, well, I know it is. I did it on purpose, stupid. Oh, let's go the long way round, shall we? Now, you may ask, what the hell are you doing? Well, I'm digging holes. Why am I digging holes? For the simple reason, I want to see if I can get the other drills on here.
Full.
Just for the sheer hell of it. And the fact that the more I can collect in one hit, hopefully, that's if this works. The better or easier it will be in the long run. And yeah, I'm just taking a bit of ice back just in case I need it. Which probably I don't, but it's all free. Okay. So we're going to see if I can get another 2 drills on there, and that will hopefully should make things easier. Oh, steel, of course I need steel plate. Why wouldn't I? Now, I want to see if I can get like I can get it on top. So if I can't get it there, that means that somehow I've got to clear out a bit more space. And that would appear to be around about that line there. There and there. Okay. Angles miles too much. Uh-oh. And we're over time again. Alright, let's see if I can just get these two on here. No. Why can't I place the drill? Too close there. Okay, that's too much of an angle anyway, so I'm going to have to use that drill properly. But can't I get the bloody thing in there now? Yeah. Okay. One there. It's always just one little bit, isn't it? Will that do it? Still won't do it. So it's got to be that bit there. Will you obey the bloody law this time? Or are we going to really start having a problem with you? We've got plenty of steel plate. Yeah, I thought I did. I've got steel plate, so what is it that's not allowing me to do it? So it's got to be that bit down there. That's the only thing that can be. Are you having fun yet? At last, you finally decided to obey the law. You mother. I hope your Christmas is a lousy one. Okay, so that at least gets those done. So it looks as though I'll be coming back here for the next episode to do all this all over again. Because for now, it looks as like we're out of time. Well, out of time, should I say more like way over the time allocated. And that's not good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave this here, hop into my little don't die place, and we shall call it off. And hopefully in the next episode, I will eventually work out how to operate it all, how to get it all finished, and see if we can actually do something about collecting ice, which in itself should be amusing. So thank you everyone for sticking with me through this comedy of errors, which I'm sure you're used to by now. And we see what happens when the grumpy old bugger gets out of bed next time and decides to make another episode. So thank you all. Thank you for the comments, and good night for now.